My name is Aminah Namakula, a teacher by profession, teacher as in classroom teacher, professional dancer, professional music teacher, instructor, choreographer, moving encyclopedia in dance, traditional dances. My working experience, I joined in the troupe, one of the most famous dance troupe in Uganda in 1986 when I was in Senior 1, Rubiri SS. That's when I started dancing. At first I was a performer, then I was given chance to become a trainer of the troupe. So I used to go and visit different places in Uganda to identify the people, original people who knew traditional dances. So I could sit with them, gather information, get some moves, come back to Ndere, and then offer them to members of the troupe. For many years, that's when I became expert in traditional dances. I know most of the dances, traditional dances, and their instruments or their accompaniment in Uganda. I started traveling with Ndere to different parts of Uganda and different parts in abroad. I was exposed to international stages. I became expert. I used to dance so much. I used to go abroad alone and carry out workshops in dance history. Let me talk about dances in particular, because in Uganda we have different tribes, over 56, 57 tribes with different dances. Each tribe can have 10 dances, but the famous ones, I think five dances. All of them, I know them. I can dance them, I can train them, I can give their history. I am going to talk about one dance, one particular dance from the central part of Uganda, which is Abakisimba Nankasa Wogola. 3 in 1. This dance is a royal dance from the central part of Uganda. It used to be performed in the king's palace before the king. And it has its history, which is very big, which I can't say now because it is very long. But in brief, this dance, the first part of Abakisimba is called Nankasa. And this dance is performed before the king comes in the palace. So the people get local brew or mwenge, they drink, they enjoy, they're feeling happy because their king is coming to visit them, and they're in the palace dancing, raising dust, up, jumping up and down. As they lay down the grass, they also dismantle all the grass. That is Nankasa, because they are very happy, preparing for their king to come and see what they have invented, which is local brew or mwenge. When the king comes in the palace or is ready to enter the palace, the ladies lead the king inside the palace. When they are coming in, they don't blow trumpets, so that in order to alert the people in the palace that the king is coming in. No, they just come in putting on ankle bells, they're called ankle bells, on their legs because they make decent noise. They put their arms, what, this, down like this, showing the viewers, saying that please people, calm down, let here be peace because the king is coming in the palace. And when the subject, these other people, see ladies coming doing like this, they just come down, sit down. And because long ago the ladies were not supposed to play instruments, they were supposed only to dance, to feel good, to entertain the king, sometimes to pick who to marry. Yeah, there is a lot of history in that. But so that's why for them they are only dancing. But the men picked instruments, drums, and started imitating king's words. Then when the king sat, the boys carried the amakula, which is omwenge. Amakula, the first cream to take to the king to taste. When the king tasted, found it very delicious, picked the glass, took one, took two, took three, and then the king was very happy, very relaxed. You know, when the king gets drunk, you don't say that the king is drunk. Oh, they will arrest you. You just say that king is very happy, has relaxed. So as he was relaxing, he stood up and started staggering like ta ta ta. And by doing that, or by doing so, king was saying words in Luganda, which was praising the people who gave him the omwenge, the lock brew omwenge waraj to drink. So he was saying that abakisimba bebakiwomya, that those people who planted the banana, if I could try to to interpret or to, yeah, that abakisimba bebakiwomya, that the people who planted the banana did a very good job, because now I'm very happy. Now, by doing that, king was staggering, moving around. So the people, the subject, ran very quickly, gathered the drums and started imitating his words. Abakisimba, mama bebakiwomya, bebakiwomya. Then the dance goes bakisimba bebakiwomya. Other instruments came in, and then even the long drum. Yeah. Because the girls, all the ladies, were not supposed to play drums, they started imitating his moves. So the dance came, like the king, I mean the dance was named from those words and from what the king was doing. King is not supposed to sit for a very long time and even falling asleep, and then you see, and even you can see him opening the mouth. No. He could sit for just a while and then goes away after tasting and saying what he wanted to say, after praising his people who has done what he wanted to see or to taste. So as I said, that this dance is 3 in 1. Nankasa, I said, Nankasa is performed before the king comes in to the palace. Abakisimba is a real dance before the king. When the king is present in the palace, they dance abakisimba. So, which means Nankasa is not seen by the king, but abakisimba is witnessed, is seen, appreciated by the king. Then when the king goes away, they dance Muogola, the climax of the dance, saying now he has appreciated what we gave him, bye king, what. They are overexcited. The dance grows on or went on, developing. When the king goes, they develop the dance, they even put in ebisoko, dancing styles, because to break the monotony, they created the bisokos. And those bisokos, those dancing styles are just created. They are not original, they are not authentic, as long as you create a movement which does not wash away the original of the dance. I am going to teach a dance from Buganda, the central part of Uganda. Yes. And the people who play these drums in Buganda are Baganda by tribe. So, each drum, for example, this one is called Embutu. Embutu. The local name is Embutu. Ngoma. All of them are called Ngoma. But one by one, this one is Embutu. And it is the drum which plays the words which king said in the palace. And it goes like this. And the words are called Abakisimba. Abakisimba. Play the drum. Abakisimba. Abakisimba. Being played by Michael Bazibu. This one is called Emponyi. Emponyi is the central beat which I will show you what it does in dance. But it is called Emponyi. Can you play Emponyi? Just gives the central beat. Emponyi, Emponyi. They're all called Emponyi. The difference is when you play two of them, they gives a style. You can play any style created by the person who's playing the accompaniment. Can you give us the echisoko? Yes. Now that one is echisoko, a style. This one is called Namunjoloba. One of them. Just play one. You can play two of them just to stylize, to beautify the rhythms. They are played by Yisabirye Muhammad. Because I am going to teach a dance which is 3 in 1. And that dance is Baksimba, but other parts of the dance are called Nankasa, Baksimba, and then Muwogola. So these drums, when you are playing, sometimes when they're playing Nankasa, the drum is called Nankasa. Okay, can you give me the Nankasa rhythm? Super. That one is Nankasa. Now, give me the Muwogola part. Play. So that is the climax of the dance. When dancers hear that or feel that, they just definitely know that they're going to dance the last part. The Muwogola, the climax, the king has left. That give me the rhythm of the main dance, which is Abakisimba. Yes. Definitely. So, when they are not played, they are called Ngoma. When you differentiate between Nankasa, Baksimba, Muwogola, each drum, so each dance has its rhythm or has its sound as he has played. Now, can you give me the shakers? The shakers. Those are called ensasi. Can you shake? Yeah. Yes. They are played by Lubega Colin. Lubega Colin. That instrument, all those instruments are very important in Buganda. This one is a long drum. it is very important in the dance because when it is played, it synchronizes the dance, as I will show you when I'm teaching the real dance. It is called Engalavi. The local name is Engalavi. And can you please play the sound of Engalavi? Those are three. It is one, but you can play many multiple rhythms out of it, according to the player and according to the performance or to the dance which is being introduced. Now, can you play as a rhythm, full rhythm to accompany the drum or the dance? Pa-bam, pa-bam, pa-da-da-da. That is played when they're playing a back simba. That is played when they're playing this a back simba to accompany a back simba dance. Now, could you please play the nankasa, the first, when the king has not yet come in the palace? Lovely. That one is played to accompany nankasa before the king comes in the palace, as I will explain in the dance. Now, could you please give me the last beat, last rhythm to accompany muwogola, the climax, when the king has left? Super, very good. Now they are going to play it as an ensemble, as percussion instruments to accompany the full dance. 1, 2, 3, play. Give me the bisoko, give me the style, dance it. Break the rules of the dance. The dance I am going to teach you is a dance which is normally performed before the king, and it is supposed to be in the king's palace. But as time went by, it was introduced in schools so that history can be kept. Nankasa. And footwork of nankasa says sengeja enkenku. I don't know it in English. Anyway, you will excuse me. Sengeja enkenku. Sengeja enkenku. Can you please give me sengeja enkenku? Sengeja enkenku. We're just going to do this one briefly because it is not the real dance. Now we're just going to play drums and you give me footwork of Sengeja Nkenku as Nankasa before the king comes into the palace. 1. Give me Nankasa drums. Sengeja Nkenku. As you move. Now, because they lay grass into the palace, they put grass down. because they dance before the king comes in, then they raise dust and they put their feet and they sweep the grass. Now they are sweeping the grass away. You can imagine the grass is here, but they are sweeping the grass out. Come and sweep. The grass goes. They are playing with grass. As they sweep the grass away, even the dust goes up. Do you have sweaters? They don't have sweaters. Now you can get mad, you get mad just anyhow. And dance can also be anywhere. Yes, anywhere. Yeah, that is Nankasa, before the king comes into the palace. Now, the king has come or is coming in. They relax and start following rules or instructions of the dance. Rules of the dance. Why? 1, don't raise dust. Don't sweep away the grass. 2, don't dance using your bums to face the king. 3, relax. Don't use any part of the body. Just tame the part of the body and use only the waist, because the king is in the palace. Don't raise dust. Number 1, we are going to use maybe counts, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I can use 1, 2, 3 repeatedly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's begin with only walking. 1, 2. Give me the center beat only. Yeah. Walk around. That is the central beat which governs the whole dance. Yeah. Now, when we are doing the dance, we do it as we walk, because nobody walks like going backwards. No more walking as we walk like this. That's how you begin the dance. 1 foot goes in front of the other. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, I am going to count, add in other counts. Let me go slowly by slowly. Now, when that drum is played, the central beat is telling you, the dancers, that put down the heel. When this one, the small drum is played, work hand in hand with the central beat that put down the toes, plant them into the earth. So you put, that is the central beat. Don't lift your feet just because now you're putting back the grass which was dismantled in the palace. Can you put down, and then now the grass is being dismantled. Now they are putting it down without using hands or other gestures. 1. Can you please put, I want to see underneath the foot. I want to see under the foot, underneath. Can you raise the foot higher? I want to see. Now, make sure you land strongly, because you have ankle bells on your feet as you're going to put them on, one by one. Land. I want you to land strongly. Put down the heel. Boom, boom. Okay. Now, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay. Thank you, Beth. Can you give me 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2,
1, give me the central beat, don't worry. 1, 1, 2, land, 1, 2, land, 2, land, 2. As you move forward, 1, 2, 1 with a small drum. Pa, pa, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You push, you pull it and down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, 1, 2, bam. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now the third. When the long drum is played, it tells the waist that push sideways, push sideways. So it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, push, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So whenever you hear the long drum, push, 1, 2, push, that's the long drum, 2, pa, the long drum. Now the central beat, when you get lost, look for the central beat, and you land on your heel. Is it working with it? Look for them. Da, da. Ba, ba, go. Ba, 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 wa, ba, ba, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, because the central beat is rhyming with a heel. 1, 1, 1, 1. Now the long drum. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, push, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, push, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. As they are doing this, as they are using these feet, they are putting back the grass which was dismantled, as we said. Now, as I said that the girls that the girls lead the king into the palace. Now they put on, they use their hands to tell us that, to tell the king first that, king, don't worry, everything is all right, everything is calm in the palace, come freely, don't fear. And another thing, I'm talking about this, and even dance as you dance, and even telling the people who have been waiting for the king that, calm down, please, calm down, the king is coming. And the third, don't look anywhere else, just look at my waist, because that's where the dance comes from. Push your elbows behind, no, behind like this, because I want to see this near the, yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, push, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now the dance is going to develop because now the learners have got the technique or the method or the methodology. In that, when the central beat is played, you must, that's why I'm emphasizing that the central beat governs the dance. When you get lost, you can be like this. When you get lost, you must stop and look for the central beat so that you don't get lost, you follow the rhythm. The long drum is, you see that one? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, better, better, and you focus. You look in front of, because you are leading a big man. You are not supposed to face anywhere else, face inside. Now, the emboto comes in to break the monotony of 1, 2, 3. Because now it's dancing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Emphasize 1, 2, push, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, the big drum, the central, the emboto comes in to tell the dancers, relax, flex, let everything be free. Work with all the 3 drums. And then you start, you dance continuously. And we stop seeing this being emphasized. You have to emphasize the 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now the play comes in better. Now don't emphasize so much the long drum. Now real dancing, real dancing. Dun, dun. Now let's go. When you get used, you can raise the tempo a little bit so that the dance becomes interesting. That is the real dancing. Now they have broken this one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They're pushing. Now they relax to make it a dance. A dance. Now we are going to increase a little bit of tempo. Back Simba. Dank Simba. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now we are no longer seeing this one so much, the long drum, but it is working, working, working. Now let's play a little bit, then put on the bisoko, the style. 1, 1, 2, 3. Make sure you give me the center beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All of them are there. Longer drum is the push. Central beat is the heel. That one is these ones. This one is the flexibility. This one. Now it is a dance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Baksimba is the dance which governs the two. The Nankasa, raising the dust before the king comes in. Now when the king is coming or he has come, you dance a Baksimba. The king does not sit in the palace for a long time. Just comes in, says hello to the subject, hello, how are you? Then he goes away. When the king goes away, the madness come back. Give me Nangogola. Now the king is going out, is now out. Give me the drum. Let me take it slowly by slowly. They are going to stop, stamp, and pam, 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 patam, pam, 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 patam. You see? Pam, 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 patam. You can play. Pam, 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 patam. Pam, 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 patam, pam, pam, patam, pam, pam, patam. Take it there. Pam, pam, patam. Because this man, sweep. Pam, 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 patam, pam, pam, pam. Now, when that one is playing, you flex again. Now they're going to pam, patam, pam, 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 patam, pam, 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 patam, pam, patam, pam. Take the grass away. Pam, patam, pam, pam. Now the tempo goes because you excite. This part of the grass, take the grass away. Grass away. When you're going to dress up this costume, all these costumes, the first thing you should put on is a petticoat. This one, to cover the stomach. Because being that ladies are the ones who are supposed to put on these costumes, they don't want to show their tummy, their stomach. That's why the stomach is covered. After putting the petticoat, then you put on the kikoi. This one is called a kikoi. A kikoi. This is how you put it on your body when you're going to dance. Have you understood? You're going to do it again. Go. Now, come in. You make sure it is wide here, because when you don't make it wide and you make it too tight on you, you will not dance. So it's like that. It's like that. Even if you don't open your legs, as long as it is wide here, then you touch it like this. You reduce it like this. I'm going to do it again for you to reduce it. After, then you bring it that way. This is a string, then you tie yourself. Make sure this one is here. The chin helps you to hold it. Then you tie. After tying, you make it clean. You make it clean. You make sure this string ties under the umbilical cord. It goes down. You make the stomach free. Because when you tie the stomach and you dance, when you open it, you will feel pain. Then you release this. It is wide when you do this. Yes. You open like that. You get the akajwenge, the shash. Akajwenge, this, and you tie it on. You make sure, some people do it like this so that it does not fall down. Others, you get this and fold it properly. You tie down here because you make sure this string touches this bone. So, and you leave this part because you have to swing and show the audience that you're dancing. Now free this. You leave this part to hold the kitambala, because this kitambala is going to beautify this part. You tie the kitambala on top like this. And then open. Now tie. Like that. After this, you open the dancing skin. More of exaggeration. Back. You make sure the dancing skin touches the wrapper. And you make sure you leave a part of the wrapper to beautify the behind part. Yes, there's a part which remains up, and then the dancing skin touches. The wrapper goes down. You make sure it is, you tie it underneath the wrapper, because to hold it properly while dancing. Because you cannot be dancing and then the costume fall down and then you stop to tie. No. Because they are strings, these ones disturb the eye. You make sure you hide them there, and then you bring the wrapper. The reason why we tie the waist, because we emphasize the waist while dancing. Baksimba, Nankasa, Mogola. Can you emphasize the waist, please? Yes. Now you can imagine when they dance without, I'm going to dismantle this. Can you open? Can you dance? First, it is not good enough. Can you dance with a kitambala and the dancing skin? Face the other side. So more emphasis on the waist by adding the kitambala and the dancing skin. That's it. Then you put on the headband just to make the dancer beautiful. Headband, just to make the dancer. You can put on a ribbon, you can put anything, a cloth which rhymes with the costume you are putting on. Yes, that's it. After that, we have the ankle bells, the master instructor. These ankle bells alerts the people in the palace that the king is coming, because the dancers don't use their mouths to tell us, you stop, you people quick quiet. No. Once you hear ankle bells, you stop all what you are doing and wait for the king to come in, to enter the palace. And they are put on the ankles. They are called ankle bells. They are not leg bells, otherwise they would have put it here. But these ones are put on the ankle, because when you put down your heel, the ankle bell sounds properly. Now, she's going to sound the ankle bells. Hold the key, sound the ankle bells. Okay, that's it. The reason why we put on costumes: for exaggeration, for beauty, and for culture, originality. And so full dancers dressed in a traditional way in a Baksimba dance from the central part of Uganda, which is Buganda. Buganda, the heart of Uganda.
Mwami wa munayo